Hi guys, how's it going? So I thought I'd just do this like catch-up video, basically letting you guys know what is going on. The videos that have came out recently, like it's all been in the time where Ali's had dengue fever, which has been a nightmare. She's a lot better now, she's recovering really well. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened there and stuff, and a little bit about Singapore. So basically, we went to Singapore, and on the way down there, Ali started feeling really ill. And we kind of thought it was a bit of a migraine, maybe a bit of the flu. Anyway, Ali was in bed for pretty much like 2.5 days, slightly getting better on odd days, then feeling worse in the mornings, and in the afternoon like perking back up a little bit, feeling okay. So it was really like, not confusing, but it was hard to judge how ill Ali was, really, especially me being a bit of a knob when people are ill, because I was talking to my mum about this, and it's kind of funny because when other people are ill, I'm like, grow some balls, man, like get out of bed, do something, you know, you can't be that ill. And like, I'm not really bad, I'm not as bad as that, but I kind of almost feel like I want to feel their pain to see how ill they are, because I can't really tell. And I know Ali was ill, like I could tell from her face and everything that she was ill. But it's hard to judge, in a sense, how ill she was, whether we needed to go to hospital, whether we needed to call a doctor, whether she could just ride it out on her own. It was really confusing in that sense as to how ill she was. And I was saying to her, like, look, how ill are you? Like, do you feel like you need to go to hospital? And Ali was a bit of a trooper, to be honest. She's like, no, I'm okay. Like, I just feel really bad. The bones were aching, like behind her eyes were aching. She had massive headaches and stuff like that. So yeah, Ali was like bedridden for 2.5, 3 days. So yeah, it was really bad, to be honest. I went out for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours each day, trying to get some footage, trying to actually see Singapore, but at the same time trying to look after Ali. And yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, it was really bad for her. And honestly, it turned out to be dengue fever, and honestly, I wouldn't have wanted that at all. Like, from what she went through, it was awful. Like, dengue fever is really bad. So as we were checking out, we walked around the corner to get an Uber to take us to the bus stop, and this is like early in the morning. So Ali's like feeling really faint, she's feeling really dizzy. So at that point it was just like, right, cancel this Uber, grab another Uber, let's go to the hospital, let's find out like what is actually going on. Because at this point in time, we didn't know it was dengue for sure. We thought it was, but then we thought it wasn't, because where we live in KL, we don't get hardly any mosquitoes. Like, I think I've been bitten once for the whole time I've been here. Ali's been bitten maybe twice. Like, it's not like Chiang Mai. Like, Chiang Mai, there's mosquitoes everywhere. I get bitten all the time. Here it was like very rare that we would be bitten by mosquitoes. So I was thinking that, I was like, how is that possible to be dengue if there's not many mosquitoes? But yeah, only takes one, doesn't it? Only takes one, and it's only a certain type of mosquito that can give you dengue as well. So that's even like more random that it happened here. But apparently there's a lot of building work going on around where we are. So apparently there's a lot of like stagnant water and stuff on the building sites, and that's where you sort of get it from. Anyway, we ended up going to the hospital in Singapore. It was very expensive. They did a really good job though. They gave Ali some fluids, some injections to help with the pain, confirmed that it was dengue fever, and basically told us what to do. So Ali's explained this on her recent video. It's already live, so you can go over there and check out her video. She goes through the whole blood tests and everything, but I'm just going to kind of recap on what it does. So basically, the only way you can treat dengue is with paracetamol to keep your fever down, because your fever can get really high, like up to 40 degrees. So you got to take paracetamol, and you just got to drink loads of fluids, basically isotonic drinks, get your salt levels back up in your body and stuff like that. and basically rest. That's all you can do. There's no magical cure. Apparently there is one coming out in Mexico or something, but yeah, at the minute there's no magical cure for dengue, so that's all you can do. So the biggest thing that dengue does is it destroys your platelets in your blood. Now platelets clot your blood, so if you cut yourself, the platelets are there to clot all your blood to, you know, stop you bleeding basically. So dengue destroys them. So what it does is the fever actually clings on to platelets in your blood, and when your body is trying to fight dengue, basically dengue is clung onto the platelets, and then your body actually kills the platelets off with the dengue at the same time. So that's the reason your platelet levels just drop. So when Ali got tested in Singapore, they were quite high. They weren't too bad. They were a little bit low, but nothing to worry about. So we got back to KL that afternoon. We jumped on a bus. We booked another bus, and poor Ali on the bus all the way back. It was pretty bad, to be honest. But we needed to get back up here. We couldn't have stayed in Singapore. It's just way too expensive. So the doctor had said in Singapore, in the next couple of days, go for a blood test. So we went for a blood test here. Ali's platelet levels went from like 140 something to 81 in 2 days. Now 50 and below is like, it's really bad. You've got to be hospitalized because it can actually start like bleeding in your brain. You can have strokes. It's pretty serious shit. So 81, we were kind of getting a bit, oh, this is pretty bad. So we was drinking isotonic drinks to try and get the levels up. We went for a blood test the next day. They went up by 4. So then we got Ali onto papaya leaf extract, drinking bottles of that. And then yesterday we went for a blood test and her levels are back up over 100, which is awesome. So yeah, that's it. Ali is on the mend. Her platelet levels are going up. There's no more need to get any more blood tests because that is on the rise. If it was still dropping, we'd have to keep going back and getting blood tests, basically. So yeah, that has been the last kind of 8 days of treating Ali and trying to get Ali better and looking after Ali. I've been obviously trying to put out content as well. So the last 2 videos that you have seen are like while Ali's been ill. So I've tried to get them up for you guys. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a stress, to be honest. It's just been a bit of a head fuck. We had to pay quite a big bill for the hospital in Singapore, which didn't help. It's been a stress. This last 8 days has been quite a big stress. I've been really worried about Ali, actually. I've been, you know, freaking out a little bit. The blood platelet levels, it was really kind of, it was a stressful time. You know, you don't want like your loved ones being ill, do you? It's kind of especially when you're away from home, it's even worse, you know, when you do get seriously ill. So yeah, moving on, we're back in KL. We're here for another 7 days in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and then we are off to Bangkok. We are going to stay in Bangkok for a month, and then you guys probably know already, we have booked our flights to Budapest in Hungary. So we are moving to Budapest. We're going to try and find an apartment there for 12 months, at least 12 months. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited just to have a base for a long period of time. Not going to have the worry of having to get visas every month or 2. You know, just to chill out, have our own place. Have a place that we don't need to move on from for a while, which is going to be really good for us. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video to catch you guys up. Obviously in the comments, the last video that went up with the light show, you know, people are still asking, is Ali okay? Well, yeah, she is now, because that was a few days ago. But yeah, I just wanted to catch you up so there's no kind of confusion of what was going on, basically. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that sent messages on YouTube, everyone that sent me an email, Facebook, you know, friends that I know, and also people that, you know, I've never met some of you guys, and you're asking how Ali is and wishing her well, and like sort of helping me out as well with suggestions on what to do. You know, I just wanted to say thank you because, you know, it's really nice to know that people are around to help, especially people like, I mean, Stevie, sort of Airbnb host, he's been amazing. He's been taking us to clinic every day to get blood tests, you know, out of his own time. So that man is a legend, you know. Just thank you again, Stevie, if you're watching this. I owe you quite a few beers. Thank you to Alan as well. You've been really, really cool helping us out, and just asking after Ali. Obviously David Lamb as well. Thank you, David. I still need to reply to you, but yeah, thank you for, you know, being there, and just everyone for being there, basically. I think, do you want to say thank you?
Yeah. Thank you. It means a lot, all the love. I'm getting better now.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, me and Ali, obviously, thank you so much for everyone's help. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a chaotic time, really, hasn't it?
Not for me. I've been on some pretty cool drugs and just been in bed.
Yeah.
You've been running around after me.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes this happens when you're traveling. You know, you will get ill. If there's someone there to help you, it's obviously always easier. But you know, you gotta look after yourself when you're traveling, and if it gets too bad, don't worry about it. Just take yourself to the hospital. Whatever it costs, you're gonna have to pay it. And we were just saying about, I mean, we don't have travel insurance, and we were just speaking about travel insurance the other day, and it's like, if we had had travel insurance for the whole time we've been traveling, it would have racked up to thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. And yeah, okay, we paid out some money at the Singapore hospital. Yeah, it's nothing compared to what we would have paid. Plus,
then you got to pay an excess and try and get it back. And
yeah, plus if we had had travel insurance, we would have had to pay that cost up front and then claimed it back after.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, travel insurance is good, especially if it's serious, especially if it's really serious. But yeah, it's a difficult one. I always recommend traveling with travel insurance, even though we don't, and we do have it sometimes. Like we got it out when we went to the Philippines, but it is a difficult one, isn't it? But yeah, anyway guys, it's been a long video. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Bye.